welcome to your reading for December the 4th through December the 10th. This is a general reading. Please excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, so please excuse my raspy voice, excuse my miscommunication because Mercury's in retrograde. So in advance, I'm asking you to do that. This is a general reading, guys. If you would like a personal reading, the information will be in the description box below. I've also brought out this one question reading for those of you who can't afford a full reading. You can have one question reading, and that's only $15. That information will be below also. Now, what else? Please follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and those links will be below. This is for your sun, moon, and rising. I will have links to the other videos below. Failing that, you can go to my page, and I will have a playlist for December, and you can find the other videos. And that, you have to give me a day or two because, you know, it takes forever to upload videos to YouTube. Honestly, I'm there at night, dropping off, you know, trying to, anyway, long story. What else? If you'd like to know more about me and live in the solution, there's an interview, and I'll post the link to the interview down below. And also sign up on my website for, you know, my newsletter and lots of free stuff. Not just, it's not really a newsletter. I send out these videos with all the links in one video. I send out the an email for that, and any kind of free stuff I send out, so you know, you get a lot of, try it, so sign up for that. Anyway, without further ado, Leo, here are your cards. The first card that came up was the High Priestess. I love the High Priestess. She is like knowledge, intuition, magical powers, all this deep, incredible knowledge that she's known as kind of the old crone. I always think of her as the Lady of the Lake, you know, in the Mists of Avalon. If you've ever read that, you should, it's a must read. Anyway, so the High Priestess comes in. When she comes into a reading, it's saying you can tap into all of her knowledge, because she doesn't give it away easily, by meditating. When you go within and you tap into that divine light energy, all this information will be downloaded. You will get inspired. You will feel motivated and creative. So all these brilliant ideas and this knowledge will come to you. Now, clarifying the High Priestess, 2 cards came out for you. The 9 of Chalices, right? And the 2 of Wands. Now, the 9 of Chalices is kind of almost, it's like it's kind of considered, it can be considered a completion of a project. It can be like, to me, this is about looking back and celebrating how far you've come. This is like, you've got to give yourself the kudos for how far you've come, and really look at all the hard work you've done and all the seeds you've planted. And this is about it coming to fruition. You know, payday this is. Now, then you've got the 2 of Wands. And I got, when I saw this card, I got like a partner. I don't mean a love partner, a relationship partner in romance. I mean, I got kind of like a business partner. It's almost like 2 people coming to the table, right? And bringing completely different talents, if you will. Creative talents, totally different, coming together and creating something wonderful. So I feel that this is, I feel that something's going to come out of this. Like, I feel that this is a brilliant opportunity and a partnership. Now, I feel like it's a business partnership, or perhaps it's somebody that you're going to create something with, but it's going to be it's going to be lucrative, I believe. That's what I think. I think something's on the table, and you're going to meet someone that you're going to be able to collaboration. That's the word I'm looking for. I feel like there's a collaboration going to happen for you guys with, someone, Leo. Now, the next card that comes up is the Two of Pentacles. Now, I always see this card as, for me, it's always about focus, right? It's always about being in the moment. And now, look, we've got the full moon in Gemini right now tonight, and Mercury's going retrograde. So that's why there can be miscommunication, and there is this tendency to be unfocused. It's almost like we get this urge to be, I don't even want to say spontaneous. It's like lack of impulse control, more like. It's with Mercury slowing down and going retrograde, we have this need for speed. And we kind of make these, impulse decisions. So I feel that this is about honing. It's about focusing on your finances. That's what I got. I don't normally get that for this card, but I did get that. And what's interesting is the moon came up underneath it to clarify it. And that is about really shining a light. I would really be very careful about your spending this week, particularly because, we have this urge to get impulse buys in without thinking. So hold yourself back, Leo. Don't go for that impulse buy. Really kind of breathe and think about it. I have a Leo rising, so I definitely have to listen to this. This is about really looking at your finances, shining a light on your finances, and maybe creating a budget of some sort. I would be very, very aware and conscious of how you're spending your money and where your money's going. Really rein that in. Create a budget. Listen, this isn't... Okay, let me just go further on. Let me go, and I'll come back to that in a minute. The next card we've got is the King of Wands. Now, this is like, he's almost like the superhero, super dad, incredible leader. He's busy all the time. He's a multitasker, which is interesting because this is about multitasking too, right? He's a multitasker. He's got a lot going on, right? This is about a lot going on. And he, excuse me, I'm sorry, I have to have some water, sorry. He is about, a brilliant businessman. He's a great dad, a perfect, loyal husband. He's gregarious, he's charming, he's just, busy. Very, very busy. Now, I will say one thing, like, he can, if he gets annoyed or, pissed off, then he can lose his temper and it's like the dragon, right? So this can also mean temperance, tempering your emotions, right? Okay, so the clarification on this is the Justice card, right? This is the karmic card of the whole tarot deck. This is like karma coming into play, right? Remember that whatever decision or whatever you do this week, think of the karmic value. Karma is at play during this time. So if you've worked hard and, listen, the King of Wands is a hard worker, and you've been kind and charming and fair and just, then that's what's going to come into play for you here. So I'm getting collaboration. Even the Justice card, it's about collaborating with people. It's about working with people. It's about listening to other people's ideas. It's about taking that into consideration. It's not about going gung-ho on your own and I know. It's about considering everybody's point of view, and it's about diplomatic. I'm just getting, this is almost like a diplomatic decision, or like taking, it's like a communal and collaborative energy that's coming in. I don't know how else to say this. This is creative and collaborative. It's a collaboration, and what's really interesting is the Three of Earth is coming in. It's celebrating. It's about collaboration again. So I have a feeling that it's about teamwork for you this week, and I really do get this strong message that you should meditate, because you're going to need that balance when you are working in collaboration with either one other person in a partnership, or with a group of people. And I really feel that this is a time that you have to focus on what is working. So it's focusing on the team aspects of what is working. Like if you're looking for the problem in the team, you're going to find the problem in the team. But this is about looking at what is really amazing and creative, and stay in, like, okay, that works. Let's expound on that. Let's focus on that. That's really working. Wow, that's really good. Let's bring that in. And it's about bringing all these different kind of ways and creative ways of doing things, and looking at it and celebrating that. So it's really focusing on the positive, and just the only thing that I see here that's kind of to be careful of is finances. Don't do any impulse buys, which is in our nature during Mercury's in retrograde. It's almost like it's in our DNA to do it at that time. So once we're aware of it, we can rein it in and control it, she says. Anyway, Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I wish you a well-balanced, collaborative week. I'll see you next week. Bye. For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.